Go.
Are we on?
Yeah.
All right. So, it's a Saturday long weekend here in Australia, and we're doing a road trip with Charlie. What are we doing? All right, so I've done this deal where I'm swapping my GL 320 and we're swapping it for a Porsche Cayenne Turbo. Now, what's the catch? Well, the Porsche has happened to have a bit of a shunt at the front and needs a bit of repair. So anyway, I'm driving, we're driving like 500-600 Ks, Charlie? And we're going to do this swap. Most people would ask you, why are you willing to swap a perfectly fine Mercedes GL wagon for a crashed Porsche? And I'll tell you why. Because it wasn't just any Porsche, it was a Porsche Cayenne Turbo. That's a twin turbo V8 absolute monster. So this Porsche was on Marketplace. What I did, I reached out and I said, listen, how much do you want for this car? It was more than what I had. And then I just mentioned to him that I had the GL and he goes, let's swap. Clean swap as it is. Bang, we're on. So this is the story of the Porsche Cayenne GL 320 swap. So we're doing a clean swap with the dude Matt, and then you guys can watch me fix it. This is just a sideline to building a million cars, the Dingo, the Outlaws, customer cars, everything. This is just for a bit of fun, just so I can get my hands on a Porsche Turbo. So, call me crazy or not, but I'm swapping my GL for this. It's been in a ding, but I've always wanted one, Porsche Turbo. Let me know what you think. It needs a bit of a repair, but we'll get it fixed. It was stacked into a truck, I think. But yeah, this is what we're doing. Okay, stopped here. This is the first stop since getting it. Yeah, I just stopped for a KFC. You can see a bit of damage on it. So that's got to be fixed. Now, it's driven all right. I've done about 250 Ks in it. It's driven okay. No major issues. But let's have a look at the Christmas tree, what's happened. So I'm talking traction control, ABS warning, suspension control warning, bonnet latch and engine light. Now the engine light we knew about because we're pretty sure that was from the airflow meter because that was damaged. We've got the stereo working, but he reckons that's got drain in it and doing something weird, so that's okay. We're going to work through all of that. I'm wrapped with it. He was really honest. He told me what issues he knew about, and we'll work through it. I've got a bonnet that purchased over in New South and got sent to him, so it should be a relatively easy fix, we're hoping. But this is, we're not even halfway back home yet. But this is the turbo, so she's got some power in her, that's for sure. All right, let me eat my KFC. Out.
Finger licking good special. That's what I'm talking about.
Matty dodged a massive bullet here. See this throttle body? That's busted, right? And it looks like that piece has gone up and flown out in the accident. Because if you went in there, this motor would have detonated already, I'd expect. Fucking massive bullet dodged. All right, we've all heard it before, and I'm going to say it again. Often the cheapest Porsche you buy ends up being the most expensive. And the reason for that is the service. They've gone through a lot of people's hands. The service books have been lost or missing or chucked. They've never been serviced correctly, for the last, 100,000 kilometers or miles. And so then you're stuck with a car where you don't know what's been done to it or what hasn't been done to it. And then there's a big, big, big cost in getting that car right again. Now, have I lucked out? Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But on this one, I've lucked out. Check this out. We've got the full book. I love saying full book. My mates will laugh at this because a full book is amazing. Now, it's got the full service history from Porsche, down to the very last service that we, that was due. And then check this. Like, this is just one receipt I've pulled out. Check that file. Look how thick that file is of all the receipts, yeah? Did you see that? Look at that. Just one after the other, thousands of dollars. And check this. These are the main ones here. The starter motor and coolant leaks, because they're very, very common on the Cayenne. And it's a big job to replace a starter motor, because you've got to take off the whole top of the motor there, get through to your coolant pipes and at the back there. But check out what they spent here. We're talking $6,800, $6,800. Unbelievable. And there's probably 30 different receipts in there. Thousands and thousands, nearly probably 20 grand's worth of invoices just there. So, did I luck out? You better freaking believe it. Okay, I want to give you an update on the turbo. So this Cayenne turbo, as you saw 2 weeks ago now, we got it. I swapped it for my GL 320 and I'm absolutely stoked with how it's come up. We're not quite there yet. There's a little bit more to go. And I just want to show you, have a look what we've done. So we've repaired that bumper, the top section of the bumper up here. So we've repaired that, and that just in there saved us about 7 grand. We've repaired that guard, that saved us another $500. And you can see there's a bit of color variation in the bonnet. And the reason we haven't painted the bonnet is because that's not a turbo bonnet. I can't find one, so we'll keep this bonnet on until I find a turbo bonnet. Now there's still a few parts to come. So let me just show you what's to come. So now we dodged a bullet with this one, because if you have a look here, so what happened when the car went underneath the truck, it went under at this point here, it smacked into the bumper, and then it smacked into this latch here. And then that went straight through this Y piece here, which is the intake plenum. And then underneath here, you've got the throttle body. Now it actually snapped that throttle body. There was a chunk missing that has flown out. Lucky it hasn't gone in the engine, because if it was gone in the engine, it would be an instant grenade. So dodged the bullet on that, and the car absolutely runs really nice. Now this, if you can see in here, we've just plastic welded that. Okay. Now so that's one of the pieces that's coming. I've got a new throttle body coming, a new intake sensor coming, and then this is basically done as far as getting the car running right. It needs a sensor for the wheel sensor. These obviously need to be fixed, but we're really getting there. Now this car here, it's got 153,000 kilometers and thousands and thousands and full book, and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of receipts. So this is a really, really well maintained Porsche turbo, and this is definitely a keeper. So shout out to Matt, who we did the deal with. He's working on the GL, which only needed had an electrical glitch with the right-hand indicator. So he's doing that. And then I want to ask if anyone's got a turbo bonnet in Australia. Shout out to you. get in contact. I'd really like to put the original bonnet back on here. But yeah, if you could help out, that'd be great. I hope you've enjoyed this so far. Out.